I see. I'll tell you what we can do. We'll send it back to the manufacturer.
Welcome again. Thank you for joining us. This time we have 3 sentences put together. As usual, if we read them slowly, it's very easy to catch the meaning. When we listen to somebody speaking more naturally, more quickly, it can be a little bit harder to catch. Let's read it slowly. I see. I'll tell you what we can do. We'll send it back to the manufacturer. Again, slowly. I see. I'll tell you what we can do. We'll send it back to the manufacturer. Now, let's try it quickly 2 times. I see. I'll tell you what we can do. We'll send it back to the manufacturer. Wow, completely different. I see. I'll tell you what we can do. We'll send it back to the manufacturer. Okay. There are 3 points that we need to look at for this group of sentences. And the first one would be right here. Send it. Send it. As usual, we can find an example of liaison here. When we speak quickly, we'll tend to cut this D off and move it over here. The result is something like send it. Okay? We'll send it back. Slowly, we'll send it back. Quickly, we'll send it back. It back. We'll send it back. Okay, that's the first one. The second one is this word here, manufacturer. How many syllables? How many syllables? Remember that syllable is onsetsu. It's like a sound part in a word. How many syllables? Count them. Let's try it. Manufacturer. Manufacturer. 5. Manufacturer. 5 syllables. However, when we speak more quickly, there's a tendency to combine the last 2 syllables here. It sounds like 4 at this point. Manufacturer. Manufacturer. It's almost like the final ER is combined with the R sound in front. Manufacturer. Then it sounds like a verb. Manufacture. To make. Manufacture. Manufacture. To make. That's a verb, an action. In our sentence, we need to include this final R and make sure it's 5 clear, distinct syllables. Manufacturer. Then we know that it's a noun, it's a maker. A maker, someone, some group who makes something, who manufactures. Okay? The third point is here in our second sentence. I'll tell you what we can do. I'll tell you what we can do. This is really a set phrase in English. It's a very common phrase. And what happens when we speak quickly is that we make this one much, much shorter. It might sound something like this in most conversations. Tell ya what I can do, or what we can do. Tell you what we can do. Okay, let's look at the changes slowly. I'll tell you what we can do. More quickly, tell you what we can do. What are the differences? First of all, I'll gets dropped. It's completely dropped in natural speed conversations. Tell you, tell ya. Tell you, tell ya. Very informal, but very common. Tell ya, tell ya. Tell you. Tell ya what? Tell you what we can do. Probably the can, we can do, or everybody's favorite in Japan right now, yes we can. Yes we can. Changes to kun. It's called a schwa. Check your dictionary for this. The schwa is kind of a dead or a neutral vowel sound. And for the American accent, it sounds like So what we can do gets changed to what we can do. What we can do. What we can do. Okay? Again, slowly. I'll tell you what we can do. Quickly. Tell you what we can do. So let's put all those parts together. Let's do it 2 times slowly, 2 times quickly. All right. First, slowly. I see. I'll tell you what we can do. We'll send it back to the manufacturer. Okay. Again, I see. I'll tell you what we can do. We'll send it back to the manufacturer. Should be pretty easy to catch at this point. Now, let's go more normal speed. I see. I'll tell you what we can do. We'll send it back to the manufacturer. Final version, fast again. I see. I'll tell you what we can do. We'll send it back to the manufacturer. Okay, thank you very much for listening. Please join again.